Everything still all square here in London at the Chess World Championships. They play one last classical game. If the challenger, Fabiano Caruana, wins, then he will become the new world champion. If Magnus Carlsen wins, then he remains world champion. And if it's a draw, then on Wednesday they'll play 4 speed chess games to determine the world championship. But before then, we have today's game, and it couldn't be closer. There was huge interest here today as the players sat down for this tense encounter. The players repeated the Sicilian Sveshnikov from previous games in the match, and an unbalanced position arose on the board. The players put their kings on opposite sides, making attacks more likely. We were guaranteed a full-blooded fight. Play turned in favour of the world champion as Caruana's attacking prospects closed on the king side and Carlsen's opened up on the queen side. Then, to everyone's surprise, Carlsen offered a draw, which Caruana accepted. The world champion was happy to go into the rapid play tiebreaks where he has a good track record, while the challenger was relieved to have survived from a poor position. Question to both of you. What do you think was going on in this position? Actually, Fabiano first.
I mean, I was a bit surprised by the draw, but I thought about it for a little while, and at least I knew what my next move should be. I thought I should play knight h3, knight g5, bishop d4 after that. But I can never be better here, and I don't really have any active ideas, so if anything, black is better, but at least I thought I was over the worst of it. I thought it was much more dangerous a few moves ago.
To be honest, I was just trying to, make natural moves, and I mean, everybody could see it. I wasn't really necessarily going for the maximum. I just wanted a position that was completely safe and where I could put some pressure. But if a draw hadn't been a satisfactory result, obviously I would have approached it differently.
Magnus had a really nice position in the game today, but clearly his whole attitude was just about playing for a draw. Well, let's look at a critical moment here. He decided to play a5 and close the position, but he could have gone for it with b5. He obviously didn't want to take any risks, but frankly, there's not a huge amount of risk involved when you break like this. So white definitely can't take this because the knight will take here and then queen takes rook, and that's mate. So that's not on. Well, what are white's options here? Could drop the bishop back, but then we can push forward here. The queen can't take this pawn because the bishop will come back and the queen gets trapped. So the queen will have to fall back, and then we push on again, and we want to just break open the position here. I mean, it's a dream position for black, actually. It is possible to exchange off that knight for the bishop, but this certainly gives very nice play for black. Maybe just blockading here. This bishop is here, of course. Maybe just bishop here, and this dark squared bishop eventually will play a very important part in the game. But instead of that, Magnus decided, instead of b5, just to close things down with a5 and then pawn here. And after that, he's still better, but a lot of his advantage had gone and Caruana found his feet. That means a draw today. They go into the rapid play tiebreaks on Wednesday, and well, Magnus, I would say, is the favourite, but I think Fabiano, has been playing so well so far that I wouldn't write him off at all. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens.